Okay, today we are going to talk about what causes fibromyalgia and the number one myth. Now, if you've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, one of the first things that come to mind might be what causes fibromyalgia. At that point, you might be looking at your physician's blank stare because basically traditional medicine has no answers. They will have a list of medications that you can take, which may or may not help you, like Zymbalta, Lyrica, gabapentin, or just a few. Unfortunately, the diagnosis of fibromyalgia brings you no closer to relief. It only opens the door for drug treatments that are designed to cover the symptoms, not actually address the underlying causes. Now, I'd like to share with you the number one myth of fibromyalgia because if you understand this, you recognize that there is hope and that you can recover your health. So the number one myth of fibromyalgia is that there is a single cause. This myth actually leaves you and those who suffer from fibromyalgia in bondage, literally a prisoner to the researcher who may one day discover what causes fibromyalgia and then invent the pill that will cure those who are suffering. Until then, what do? Do you live in agony? Do you suffer every day waiting for someone to discover the cause and then the cure? Well, this concept and thought pattern removes all the power that you need to actually help yourself. I'm going to share a simple concept with you that will give you back the power to restore your own health and potentially live the vibrant, energy-filled, painless life that you absolutely deserve. Now, when I talk to a fibromyalgia sufferer, I hear over and over again that you feel like you're not the spouse that you would like to be, not the mother or the father they desire to be, and you're not enjoying the simple things of life. It's a struggle to get out of bed in the morning. And people think that you're crazy or lazy or that you're a hypochondriac. And you and I both know that that's simply not true. Now, if you understand this next concept, all that can change for the better. Fibromyalgia is a syndrome. And really, a key that unlocks this secret, if you will, is simply understanding what a syndrome is. And a syndrome is a set of symptoms. To give you an example, fever and a sore throat is a syndrome. This syndrome can be caused by bacterial pharyngitis, the flu, or cancer of the larynx. So these three very different conditions, although they have the same symptoms, are caused by very different underlying issues. In the same respect, you have individuals who are diagnosed with fibromyalgia syndrome. They have some common symptoms like widespread pain throughout the body, fatigue, and brain fog, as well as gastrointestinal dysfunction. These set of symptoms can put you into the box of fibromyalgia, but the cause of these symptoms in the fibromyalgia patient can actually be quite diverse. Let me give you a quick example from real case studies. For some of my fibromyalgia patients, the major underlying cause has been mold toxicity coupled with food sensitivities and bacterial dysbiosis. For other fibromyalgia patients, the underlying cause or the major underlying cause might be heavy metal toxicity, yeast overgrowth, coupled with food sensitivities and leaky gut syndrome. Yet for another fibromyalgia patient, they may have underlying autoimmune diseases like lupus, Hashimoto's, irritable bowel syndrome, environmental toxicity, or hidden viral infections. I have never had one fibromyalgia patient in the last 15 years that did not have multiple layers of dysfunction. There were always multiple underlying issues that had led to the diagnosis of fibromyalgia. Now, if you buy into the concept that I just shared with you, and I hope you do, you should now have hope that you can, in fact, determine the underlying causes of your fibromyalgia diagnosis. Now, instead of trying to cover the symptoms, you can actually dig deeper, dig deep enough to find the underlying causes. As a functional medicine practitioner, we specialize in the treatment of chronic conditions, and we've developed what's called the functional medicine matrix. And by using this matrix, we're able to determine the possible underlying causes of your condition. There are several very important areas that we look closely at, like your genetic family history, past diagnosis, your childhood medical history. We use metabolic assessment forms, which give us an idea of what body system is most involved in your condition. Then we use advanced laboratory testing in order to scientifically prove what the actual underlying causes are. Only then can we develop a treatment protocol that's designed specifically for you, not your diagnosis, but the underlying issues that have led you to be diagnosed with fibromyalgia. As you can probably see, if we can uncover and overcome the number one myth about the cause of fibromyalgia, we can get you back on the road to recovery. Now, if this has been helpful for you, please like it, share it, click the bell so you'll be notified when we have new videos out. If you would like for me to work with you to determine the underlying cause of your fibromyalgia, you're welcome to call our clinic. I'll leave a note in the description below. We do work with people all over the country via Zoom or simple telephone conversation. I have a program called Fibromyalgia Heroes. And really, a fibromyalgia hero is someone who thinks outside the box and is determined to gain their health back and ultimately defeat fibromyalgia and become that fibromyalgia hero. I have had the good fortune of walking many, many women through that process, and if you would like my help, just reach out. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you so much for your time and attention. God bless you, and have a great day.
If you are struggling with a chronic condition and would like more information, feel free to visit www.birminghamfunctionalmedicine.com. You are also welcome to set up a phone or Zoom consultation with Dr. Dailey at www.talktodrd.com.